It's never once, I'm a trap nigga, wanna know I'm stacked. I hit the plug up, thinking right out of vacuums. If the drugs up, bitch, ain't traffic. They know that I'm getting bugs. Now I'm out here causing havoc, niggas.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy SlimReacts. I'm back in the car with another so fresh, so clean new video, man. Today's video, we got male loneliness and the lack of intimacy. We're going to be reacting to the It's Complicated channel. I've always wanted to react to this one. I first got put onto this channel by Sneeko back in like 2022 when you know, before he was banned. But yeah, let's like these interviews. I want to do more of, like, I want to react to this stuff, like street interviews. So without further ado, man, drop the like on the video, man, as per usual, man. Subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, man. Let's just get straight into the video. Yo, you guys remember the lobotomy shit? Like this shit? Yeah, if you know, you know. 2023. That was a crazy time.
What are your thoughts on the growing epidemic of male loneliness?
Mind you, he's asking this in Vegas, where, you know, if you know about Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, bro.
She belongs to the streets.
So the women here are either prostitutes, escorts. Vegas is like Miami, but it's like pretty much like Miami, but it's more of a tourist destination than anything.
I think many people are looking for more materialistic or lustful things than for something that's true and real.
I don't believe that there is completely a growing epidemic of male loneliness, but if there is, I believe that it's brought on by themselves.
Stop the cap.
So, I mean, I don't even have to explain this, bro. We're already not even 30 seconds into the video. We have some BS female answer. Yo, like, men did not bring the loneliness epidemic to themselves. It's fucking women that did this shit. Come on. It's like, if you're a woman, like, women, okay, stop approaching us. Men, they stop approaching. Women, why are men approaching us? Men, because you said not to. And women are like, no, approach us, please. And what we do, it's like a cycle. Like, you say no. Like, what the fuck?
Being lonely is a part of life, and that the sooner you accept that, the better off you will be.
Yeah. As a guy, you got to deal with being fucking lonely. If you cannot handle being lonely, then you're just not going to make it out in life. You got to deal with it.
Why did multiple governments organize or regulate prostitution for men during wartime?
I would say in order to boost morale among soldiers and men and make sure that they still have some semblance of connection and intimacy.
What did those governments believe would happen if male sexual needs were completely ignored?
I assume that they thought it would lower morale again and just lead to more negative outcomes.
Sex for a man is a great part of their, I guess, daily, you know, just
the male sex drive. Like, we need it, right? It's biological. We need sex.
keeping them sane in a way, quote unquote.
If sex is not a real need, why was it treated as a military and logistical concern alongside food, rest, and morale?
Oh, damn, that's a really good question. I didn't know that myself, but again, I think it's because of the rage. We build up a lot of rage, and it's just a way to de-stress.
I think mentally we all treat it as a need when it's not really. It's a
good point.
psychological thing that you think you need to keep going and to perform well.
If male sexual deprivation was once seen as dangerous enough to manage...
He asks these complicated ass questions. No wonder why the woman can't answer, bro. Like, you gotta dumb it down for them, bro. They have a combined IQ of 2.
What do you think changed?
Social media and the use of technology where it's easily accessible at their fingertips.
Women empowerment changed, you know, women think they don't need men for happiness.
Feminism has ruined dating. And you want to know who did feminism? Yeah. I mean, look it up. The first female feminist was one of them. You cannot make this shit up, bro. It's like, it's always them. It always leads to them.
It's no longer, and it impacted the men of looking for love and trying to be passionate and loving women.
Well, it was once seen as dangerous enough to manage, but I don't think that was a constant throughout history. So I would say that attitudes around it have changed.
A lot of men feel like sex is something that is needed because women have easier access to it than they feel like they do.
Yeah.
Why is
Wow,
sexual loneliness
this guy gets it.
today framed as a personal failure rather than a social issue?
Because I think you have to go out and be able to attract and achieve connection. That's not society's responsibility.
Because socially we treat it as you're ugly and you're not worth enough, and so if you can't have these things, it means you're not
W
sexually
Foyd.
worthy or
Chat.
you're not
W Foyd.
attractive or don't fit the mold.
Why
W
are men
Foyd.
shamed for lacking intimacy if we're told intimacy isn't important?
That's a very valid question. I feel a lot of men try to hold back their feelings now because they never know if it's true or it's because of what they can provide.
We hold feelings back because we're not taught to, like, if you express your feelings as a guy, you're gonna get laughed at. You're gonna get fingers pointed at you. That's why we keep it inside. That's why the male suicide rate is so high, because nobody's there. Nobody gives a fuck, quite frankly, right? So it's the harsh truth, you know. But nobody cares, right? And like, if you're a woman, right, you don't want to see your man, right, like spill his emotions and get all soft, right? Nobody wants to see that shit, right? So yeah,
I think I've never heard anyone be told that intimacy isn't important, but I do
it is
also think
important.
that's just a result of a patriarchal culture.
You're seen more as a
It's a
man
result of
when you're less
feminism
emotional, and intimacy
and you know,
is
them
seen
boys
as you
too.
being emotional.
Because the male standards are often based on how many women or what they can show off.
I think because women inherently want intimacy a lot of the times, and if you can't give it for whatever reason, it's a bad thing.
W girl, this one's the best one right here. Yeah, self-aware. Like self-aware women are like, that's the most attractive thing. Like,
Is mocking incels consistent with a society that claims to care about mental health?
I mean, no.
yeah, they have a mental health month, but nobody gives a fuck about that. It's, you know, you have faggot Pride month. It's like, what the fuck? Like, nobody gives a shit. Like, this is disgusting, but you're seeing literal kids waving around pride flags. That is disgusting. And that is a result of a non-Christian society. That's a result of these guys right here.
But I do think that
They ruin
for
everything.
a society that claims to care about mental health so much, we're very hypocritical.
True. That's the smartest thing she said all the time, all today, bro.
Incels is borderline bullying, personally. Yep. Just because I don't think anyone chooses to be an incel. It kind of just
It happens.
gradually happens over time.
Yeah. Once you're a guy and you start noticing you get no female attention, you just become an incel by default. Like, you can't escape the black pill.
Are incels criticized more for their pain or for how their pain makes others feel uncomfortable?
I would say more for how their pain makes others feel uncomfortable.
People in the long run don't truly care about how you feel all the times. It's you're looking out for yourself, and so people care what you do to them, not necessarily how it's making you feel.
In one sense, it helps people boost themselves up, making fun of people that they perceive as lesser than or lower than. And then in the other, I don't really think that they're experiencing that much pain that, once again, isn't brought on by themselves.
Whereas I wouldn't go as far as saying they're not, I wouldn't say always 100% responsible for the way they are feeling.
Majority of the time, incels are not incels because they bring it onto themselves. It's just the reality of the black pill in the dating market.
Do we apply the idea that sex isn't a need equally to both men and women?
No. Do not. I feel like for men,
yeah, that's a good question. I can't
like
honestly provide an answer for that.
And women, it feels like more of an option.
Yeah, true. Men need sex, women don't. You know, that's why they reject it so much. Like,
because men are able
yeah, male sex drive. There you go. Yeah.
to fulfill their desires. Women, when they do it, they're considered sluts.
Men usually, and it gets stereotyped that men need it. People always say women just want love. They don't necessarily want the sexual part of it, but that's not true.
Definitely perceived as a need more for men than it is for women.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I have no idea why. I think that it's just more socially acceptable for a man to be seen as a sexual being and more permissible for a woman to be seen as a sexual object.
If loneliness and a lack of touch have measurable mental health consequences, at what
Jeez, how he's dumbing it down.
point do they become more than just wants?
I think it is when you find somebody that truly, really you do care about. I think you can think if it's a random person you might need it or whatever. I think it can become a need when it's somebody that you love and you have a connection with.
I would say intimacy can be seen as more than a want, definitely. But I feel like irresponsible intimacy is not going to be a need.
Does telling lonely men to just improve themselves actually solve the problem or dismiss it?
No.
It doesn't solve the problem, but I think that it is
It's like you slap a band-aid on a wound. Like, yeah, the band-aid's gonna stop it for a little, but the wound's gonna outdo the band-aid, right?
part of the
It's like a
equation,
temporary
definitely.
fix.
It dismisses the problem. You're not actually trying to help that person. It goes back to the
Bingo.
point that you only really care about yourself and
You
not
know, Dom DeMarco for this girl right here, bro. She gets it. She has a father probably in her life that, I mean, she's in Vegas, so that contradicts itself, but W Floyd, bro. W woman in the chat, bro. Let's go. Dom DeMarco for her, bro.
necessarily how other people are feeling.
What a W.
Historically, some governments believed regulated
Put a
prostitution
ring on this. Actually,
could
no, you don't
reduce
know.
sexual
Don't do that.
violence by providing controlled outlets. If that logic was accepted in wartime, why is it dismissed outright in peacetime?
Because it didn't actually ever prevent violence. It just created your biggest fantasies for money.
Because I think a lot of things that are acceptable or permissible during wartime are outlawed when people are in a more stable and sane state of mind.
Historically, when governments intervened in male sexuality, was it more about compassion or preventing instability?
I would definitely say it's more of a control thing, so preventing instability.
Definitely preventing instability. I don't think governments typically act out of compassion.
Yeah. I mean, they don't care about you. Michael Jackson wrote a song about that, right? The government does not care about you. Like, quite frankly. I mean, why do you think they tax both? Why do you think feminism was pushed? So that they can get women out of the house, right? Strong, independent. They force them to work so that they can tax both incomes. And then you're not going to have time for your kids. So what they do, they send your kids to school so they can feed more propaganda to them. You know who owned the textbooks? Ghislaine Maxwell's father. He owned the textbooks. So all history that we learned damn near in school was written by... History is written by the winners, right? It's all propaganda. Like, majority of the history we learned in school is fake. It's not even real. Like, let me give you an example. World War II, they try to portray, that Austrian painter guy as the bad guy, when in reality he wasn't. Right? He was trying to protect his country from the same shit that we literally have right now. With all this LGBTQ shit, like, all that stuff. Just look it up. He burned the textbooks, he ended child brothels, but they got him. And we have Epstein's Island, right now. What's another one? Martin Luther King Jr. He was a J people puppet. Malcolm X was actually a good guy. Malcolm X rejected the J people. And so, I mean, yeah, it's like all this history is just propaganda. What they said about 9/11 is bullshit. It wasn't the Arabs who did it, right? It wasn't Osama bin Laden, right? It's just all these things that they'd be feeding to us as nonsense.
I feel like it was
The more we
putting
research into it.
instability, just to make sure that they had what they needed to make them feel.
So yeah, the biggest threat to a government is stay-at-home wife, homeschool kids. That way they cannot control you.
And happy. And
So that's why it's important. You must make money as a man in a sense so that you can have your wife stay at home. You pay for everything, right? And she homeschools the kids and teaches the kids. That's a strong nuclear family is anti-government. So
look for that.
yeah, Dom DeMarco for that explanation, bro. I don't even know at this point, bro. If you guys are not even understanding, like, I'm red pilling you guys right now, but you guys gotta wake up.
Pleasure, the type of happiness to have a reason to be happy.
You can't escape it.
Like the control of men's sexual drive is a lot of times the key to government stability.
Are today's policymakers assuming male loneliness will just self-correct?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the same thing with male depression and why there's such a big problem with it.
I don't know if policymakers are too concerned about male loneliness. At
They're
the
not.
moment.
Because they're trying to make men soft, and then feminism is making these women masculine, which
So,
in
yes.
turn.
If not, what mechanisms are replacing the ones that historically existed?
I believe it's a bigger sexual industry now that we have nowadays, especially with OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
And a society-
And you know who pushed OnlyFans? I don't even have to click the soundbite, bro. You guys already know who pushed OnlyFans. The creator, the CEO of OnlyFans died. Yeah. Dom DeMarco for that, bro. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, bro. I wish I had like some, music, bro.
I make it rain on whoever. I make it rain at whoever. Bitch, I'm a dog, a blue devil. I got the hoes like Hugh Hefner. I make it rain on whoever. I make it rain at whoever. Bitch, I'm a dog, a blue devil. I got the hoes like Hugh Hefner. I can't fuck with these niggas.
Yeah, that guy's in hell right now, burning in hell. Fuck you, dude. Fuck that guy.
Nigga, we made it. You fly out your lady, I fly out my latest. Bitches can't front up.
Fuck that guy. He's dying in hell, bro. Fucking retard, bro. He's the reason why all the women nowadays are doing. Yo, I saw a literal Instagram post, like a reel of some fucking girl fresh out of high school with her cap and gown on, and she opens the gown and it has a QR code for her OnlyFans, bro. Cannot make this shit, bro. Give life a chance. Give life a chance. Why are you resulting to being sex work? I don't care, but if you do OnlyFans, you do sex work. That you're by law, you're a prostitute. Like, come on.
Acknowledge male sexual needs without exploiting women.
I think possibly in ways. I don't think we're there yet, but I don't think women are necessarily always helping the problem either.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think a lot of the times, and I can speak for myself too, you like to be seen as what you think you need to be as a woman for a man to like you, and that's not helping the problem of feminism or anything to feel empowered if you're being a part of the problem of the stereotype.
Why is discussing regulated solutions often treated as taboo rather than debated on merit?
Because I don't think that you can really regulate intimacy and sexuality.
Because people get uncomfortable. The word sex is scary to people. I think especially I grew up in a very Catholic family.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There's what the answer we've been waiting for. This is a wife material right here. You wonder why she's so smart, because she's born Catholic household. Catholic households are like literally Catholic and Christian. That's fucking the mail came here. Christian and Catholic households are like like this. Like the best thing you can have is a Christian or Catholic household, godly household, right there, bro. Yep. Holy shit.
Subjects, and it's just
that's why she's not a whore.
Talk about, because it makes people feel weird.
Yes, it says in the Bible. I mean, come on, bro.
Why does society promote empathy for some unfulfilled needs but not others?
Because if your lack of fulfillment for your needs infringes on somebody else's needs and their autonomy, that becomes an issue.
Sex is something that makes people uncomfortable versus, I don't know, just saying.
She should have a cross on her chest, but sorry, we'll forgive her though.
You need food.
W Catholic woman,
Would
chat.
we accept similar messaging for other mental health crises?
No. I feel like only certain things I prioritize as far as mental health, such as depression, anxiety, not loneliness.
And yeah, depression, anxiety is bullshit. Like it's a state of mind. It's not like you're diagnosed with depression. No, if you think sad, you're gonna be sad, right? Like get up, hit the gym. I don't know, do some hard labor. Like depression is retarded. Like it's not. It's just a state of mind. You have to unlock your mind. You have to think positively.
It makes people uncomfortable. It's not seen as something that you need. Maybe more.
And we're gonna read the comments too after as well.
Whether you see
I hope.
Either way,
I'm sure there's gonna be some comments about her.
Want to solve other problems a lot more.
If governments once intervened pragmatically in male sexual behavior, why is any modern discussion dismissed as immoral?
Because I do believe that we've moved to a more moral playing field. Like, governments used to commit sacrifices and pillage, and that's no longer accepted.
Yeah.
Is society more concerned with appearing virtuous than reducing harm?
100%. Society wants to look better than it actually is.
Absolutely. Anything to make it look good, anything for views, likes, and just exposure, they're willing to take that instead of like dealing with the reality.
I think it's a bit of both. I think you can make an argument both ways. Like, yes, there is a lot of virtue signaling, but I think as a society, there is a base want to reduce harm.
Are we willing to accept negative outcomes simply to avoid uncomfortable conversations?
Yes.
It's always easier to just go silent than to have the conversations you don't want to have.
I feel like marriage is now looked at more of like a burden now, kind of like, you know, a man has to give up 50% of everything if it doesn't work out. So now it's more of a risk.
Yeah, sign a pre and post nup. Okay? Don't get married without a prenup. If you're getting married and like you can also say that if you're getting married and you have to sign a prenup, then she's not the one for you. But marriage is looked at as purely transactional. I mean, bro, you go all over TikTok, you see women saying it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend, a husband. Like, what? Like, where's my soundbite, bro? Like, what? Yo. Embarrassing to be with a husband? Like, bro.
To take that type of
But yeah,
marriage.
marriage is looking...
So that's how...
Like, if you look at the stats, I actually just saw a reel. Bro, like, it's like 16% of women, or like 25% of women are, 25% of women are married, and then 16% of men are. That is a result of a lack of God in households, bro.
I would look at it.
And a society.
What responsibility does society have towards problems it helped create through economic and social changes?
I guess it varies. I don't know if I could really blame modern society for the issues that we're facing on this topic. I think that is definitely more so reminiscent of past societies and their ideals and thought processes, and now we're reaping the results of that.
There's so many problems, I think, especially mentally, and things that come because of like economic effects that happen to us that the government isn't willing to fix because you go so over or underlooked.
If male loneliness continues to grow, what do we expect will happen?
More lustful, less relationships, less true love.
Less marriage, less happiness, less families, less...
I mean, it'll either begin to self-correct or it'll reach a tipping point.
It will not self-correct.
But
no.
Once again, I feel like...
I don't believe it will.
There needs to be some responsibility taken from one side more than others, but...
Females, yes. Females need to take responsibility, but again, they lack accountability, so... And who the fuck is mowing their lawn? Like, yo, like, bro.
Sides on the issue.
I hope you guys can't hear that, but...
Male self-deletion rate could still rise, and it still is going to be a problem because there's not help coming. And then I think also people having families or anything like that, it'll grow still into family chains.
Is ignoring male sexual and emotional needs a neutral stance or an active choice?
Neutral stance. You're not doing anything to help the problem, even if you could just be helping it from the people within your life close around you.
I would say it's an active war, just because
the genocide.
It's
a little genocide.
Of the world, a lot of men run the world. So,
what would a compassionate, ethical, and realistic response to male loneliness look like today?
Actually addressing the standards and systems that have led to the issues that we're seeing nowadays, instead of just stating that it exists and trying to victimize a specific group.
The easiest way to do it for anybody is just to listen, genuinely listen, and hear somebody out and be there for somebody, and not creating more to the problem of not listening or just saying this is what you need, or creating these stereotypes that keep going.
If history shows that society once took male sexual deprivation seriously enough to intervene, the real question may not be whether intimacy is a need, but why have we decided to pretend that it isn't?
I don't really think that we can base our decisions and our opinions on the actions of past societies when it comes to this sort of...
Nah, unrelated to this, why is there so many fucking black people there, bro? Yo, what is Vegas nowadays? We're like, Bro, yo, look at Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, bro. There's shootings that happen there. Like 10 years ago, Hampton Beach used to be, you know, like the chill spot, like a leisure spot. Look at, yo, did they try to do the same thing with Nantasket Beach, bro? It's like these teen takeovers. No, we need to address the problem. It's black teens who are irresponsible and, you know, hoodlums. Yeah, look at the Miami thing. I think it was like a Miami Beach takeover, whatever, or a Daytona Beach or some shit like that. Somewhere in Florida, one of the beaches, you know, it got fucked up. There was like shootings and shit, riots. I don't know what it was.
They had towards women at the time. Yeah, I don't know if I would base anything on that.
I think we've decided to pretend that it isn't a need because we've had so many people say and so many voices believe that it's kind of an afterthought and an option, which is what a lot of people think at this point, which is not the truth because everyone needs intimacy and everyone needs connection. And sex is part of that, so.
All right. There you go. He has a Rumble. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's look at some of these comments here. Woman, it's not society's job to provide a woman for you. The same woman, it's society's job to provide for me. It's not male loneliness, it's a modern undesirable woman epidemic. True. Do not get married. Yep. I mean, this video proves it. Men aren't lonely, we're alone. Women aren't alone, they're lonely. Yes. That's a good way to put it. Exactly. Funny how most social media who talk about male loneliness aren't even male. Exactly. Like, how the fuck? Like, asking a woman about men's needs, like asking a billionaire what's the current price of a gallon of milk is. I mean, true. I'm not seeing anything about that a Catholic woman, unfortunately, but W her. Chat, if we can find her socials, please. This girl right here, this girl's wife material right here. Dom DeMarco again for her. And yeah, hopefully she can get the right guy and they can live a happy life together, have kids, all that shit. Anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Drop a like if you did, subscribe to this channel if you're new, man. Other than that, I'm SlimReacts. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Y'all see through, even with a blindfold. I could try today, so I'ma fly away. Live life and then fly away. Shawty seen the flyer say Trey, so she gotta get her hair right. Cause I ain't here at night, even if they hear